And now I'm going to explain about the topic of national income. So the first question is, an economy is currently in equilibrium and the following figures refer to elements in its national income account. So this is the element, the numbers which involved in this question. So the first the question A is about what is the current equilibrium level of national income. So this is the answer and the steps. In equilibrium income, in bracket Y equal to expenditure, bracket E. So expenditure equal C is for the consumption and I is for the investment, G is for the government expenditure and X is for the export and M is for import. So expenditure equal 60 billion plus 5 billion plus 8 billion plus 7 billion and minus with 10 billion, which is consumption, investment, government expenditure, then export minus with import. So the answer will be 70 billion. So those are the steps and the answer for the question A.
Question B. What is the level of the injections?
Solution. Let level of injection equals to J, let I equals to investment, let G equals to government expenditure and let X equals to exports. So the solution is J equals to I plus G plus X equals to 5 billion plus 8 billion plus 7 billion equals to 20 billion. The answer is the level of injection is RM 20 billion.
Okay, the next question is, what is the level of withdrawals? In equilibrium, we know W is equal to J. W is withdrawal and J is injection. So we know the injection is 20 billion. So the withdrawal is also 20 billion.
So for the next question, which is question 1B, assuming that tax revenues are RM 7 billion, how much is the level of savings? This is the given table. So according to our formula, withdrawals is equals to savings plus tax revenues plus with import. Since we have the tax revenue which is RM 7 billion and also imports which is RM 10 billion, so withdrawals is equals to savings plus RM 7 billion plus RM 10 billion. So in order to find savings, we have withdrawals value which is RM 20 billion minus with RM 7 billion minus RM 10 billion. So the savings is RM 3 billion. So when the tax revenues are RM 7 billion, the level of savings is RM 3 billion.
If national income rose to 80 billion ringgit, then as a result, the consumption of domestically produced goods rose to 15 billion ringgit. What is the MPC? First, we look at what MPC stands for. MPC stands for marginal propensity to consume. The economic definition of this phrase is the amount of extra income you spend on the consumption of goods and services. First, we need to find the domestic consumption, so we need to minus the total consumption with the import, which is 60 billion ringgit minus with 10 billion ringgit equal to 50 billion ringgit. Then we need to find the marginal propensity to consume for the domestic product by dividing the difference between domestic consumption with the difference between national income, which we will get 8 billion ringgit divided by 10 billion ringgit. Then the answer is 0.80405.
The next question is, what is the value of the multiplier? Okay, the multiplier is 1 over 1 minus MPCD. So 1 minus MPCD is equal to 1 over 5. So 1 over 5 is equal to 0.2. So 1 over 0.2 and we get 5. So the multiplier is 5.
Given an initial level of national income of 80 billion ringgit, now assume that spending on export rises by 4 billion ringgit. Spending on investment rises by 1 billion ringgit, whilst government expenditure fall by 2 billion ringgit. By how much will national income change? Injections have risen by 4 billion ringgit plus 1 billion ringgit minus with 2 billion ringgit equivalent to 3 billion ringgit. So the national income will rise by 5 times this amount, which is equivalent to increase of 15 billion ringgit.